Hello, welcome back to my subs. If you're not a sub, well, you should be. Go click the button. Today's video is going to be a little different. I'm going over patch notes. They have added so much stuff today. While we're doing patch notes, or while I talk about this stuff, if Black Spirit will load. So they added the Calpheon Elvia realm. And the reason that's important, they also added the alternate Black Star weapon, which I probably won't be pursuing because it looks to be it looks to be just as difficult. I mean, with the Black Star, at least you can get you only got to use one fail stack. So with the new Black Star alternate weapon, basically you go farm Elvia until you get the item that you require, and then you trade the Tet Black Star along with that item for a Goddard Aid. I don't know how to pronounce that weapon, but it's basically the equivalent of a Tet Black Star, and then it has 5 enhancement levels from +0 all the way to pen, and then whenever you hit its pen, you can trade it back and forth between the new one and the Black Star. From 0 to Pry, and from Fry to Duo, I don't think it drops. There is no fail chance, so when you hit one, but from Duo to Try to Tet, and Tet to Pen, it can fail and downgrade. So you're basically going to be having a permanent Tet Black Star, but you have to enhance it another 5 levels before it will become a Pen Black Star. The enhancement chances aren't great. From Duo to Try with a 150 stack, it's 6%. The only thing that is good about it is that Cronstones cost a fraction of what they do. I think it's like half of what they normally cost when you're going from Tet to Pen. The other bad thing about it, though, is that you have to enhance 3 times instead of just 1 time. So by the time you get this new one which at every level it gets a little bit better, so it's not quite a Pen Black Star until the very end, but it's a little better than a Tet. So it's kind of like an alternate progression route. I'm really not a fan.
If you have a lot of stuff, leave it with
But
me.
by the time you hit Tet, and I'm going to call this Tet because it's the Tet of the Tet, with a 200 stack, you have a 3% chance, or just over a 3% chance, and it's 1820 crons to try it. You might as well just tap away at a Pen Black Star. It's going to be about the same thing. Yeah, painful, pain, lots of pain. But the good thing is they did add a way to upgrade alchemy stones in as well. They added in the new Elvia realm. They did a bunch of class updates and stuff. And it looks like they reworked some UIs and things like that, so that's all good. And the big quest rework that they did, they reworked the Balanos region quest, so new players are going to have fun with that. If I make another character, I'll end up, probably going through it, but I'm not going to worry about it until then. But the thing that interests me is the event that is going on, and that's probably where I'm going to spend the majority of my time for the next week. Let me rearrange some of this junk. I need to sort some of this. That needs to go. Alright. That'll be fine for now. And then this, I'm just going to sell. I don't really need those. Okay, so the event that is taking place for the next week, it's a fishing event, and the reason I am excited about it is because instead of being just a silver event, it is actually a silver and memory fragment event. Let me rearrange my storage a little bit while I'm rambling through this. And judging by the video that I did a few days ago, last couple of videos, I took my hand at enhancing. Well, it didn't go well. I'm out of memory frags. I have those 18 there, but that's all I got. And I'm out of stones, so I'm going to need more armor stones, which it's going to be a problem. I need more blackstone armors, and I need more memfrags. And then I used most of my crown stones, just trying to push it. So it wasn't a good enhancing session. I was pretty mad. But this will help me regain. The only other option I have for regenning my memory fragment stock, let's say, is scrolls. And the scrolls are, they're a pain in the ass. I mean, they're the most boring freaking thing. They tried to rework it and make it more group content focused than it was before. But people like me that are, one, antisocial to begin with, and two, have enough gear to farm them pretty quickly by themselves, we're not going to group. Finding a group is a pain in the butt. Alright. If I can decide where I want to place my seeds at. But yeah, so, reworking it's not going to do any good. Plus, if you use the new AI on the scrolls, you don't get as many fragments. So if you go to the spot and click the scroll in your inventory, you have a chance of getting more fragments anyway, or at least that's a rumor I've heard. So, what's the point? It's a huge pain in the butt. And I have probably 400 scrolls that I need to run through. And I haven't done it yet because, well, it's boring content. It's a whole lot more fun to just sit in town and process, which I've done a ton of over the last 2 weeks, and I'm tired of that too. But the real rant here is that there's an alternate route now for a week at least, so the scrolls are not going to be done for at least another week, and I can still make progress. And let me do my farms here, and then we will set out on my journey onto where I'm going to be doing it. So the event is a fishing event, and a lot of people like fishing content, but I love fishing content because it allows me to get other stuff done. I can set my character up and just let him fish. I mean, I have Guru 17 fishing. I've done a lot of fishing in this game as it stands already. Usually every night when I can leave it up, I leave it AFK fishing. I used to horse train overnight, but it got to where my... Well, you get this mole real quick. It got to where my character would disconnect almost immediately. So I just got to where I would fish every night. And fishing is beneficial. You get higher fishing levels. Eventually, you will get some of the legendary fish, and it's not a lot of silver overnight, but it's free silver. You don't have to do anything but just leave the game running in the background. So I'm pretty excited about this event, and I'm not going to do like I normally do. The other half of the event is the exciting part about that is in the event notes on the website, it says you can catch the fish in any lake, ocean, or river. So you can catch them anywhere. It doesn't just have to be a designated spot like they normally do. Good. So yeah, you don't have to just do it anywhere. You can pick your favorite fishing spot and just go there. From what the notes I read said. So let me dump this stuff in storage, and then we're going to take out to one of my favorite fishing spots. Now, I don't fish out a lot in this spot because it's so far away from everything else that I do, but
Leave it with me. Within your allowed space, of course.
when we'll just dump this stuff in there. When you're looking at trying to make a lot of fish in a short amount of time, this spot is very handy. Okay, so my Central Market current value, it's still kind of high, but if I pull these out of here, it's not too bad. It went up. I was down to like 23, 24 billion, and I don't know where the other 3 billion just came. Stuff must have went up overnight. But as you can see, I'm pretty much out of timber. I've chopped everything. All I got is these maple plywoods, and I have to transport them down to Grana, and then I've basically heated my way through most of the ores I have. I have copper and some tin left and a little bit of iron that I haven't done yet. But then I got to heat up the iron and the coal and then the copper and the tin and the copper and the zinc. And I started some of that on the copper and the zinc to make brass ingots. But I will finish doing that whenever.
Money comes and goes. It's an ethereal.
See, now it went down some. I'll finish doing that whenever I get some other downtime. Probably ain't going to be this week, though. I'm going to be fishing any chance I get.
This is Heidel Ferry.
So let's dump my inventory. Feed the workers. Feed the pets, which I need to get some stuff out of here, and then we're gonna head to my fishing spot.
Extend your storage space. If you buy a house to use for storage,
700 will do. That'll hold for a while, and I'm pretty much out of pet feed. I'm gonna have to cook some of that very soon. Okay. So there are 2 spots that I will look at. One of them is down here in Bear, and I showed that in a previous video. Bear may be an actual decent place to go because you don't normally catch many fish down here. There is one spot that you can hit right along in here that's still in the safe zone, but it's still fishable. But I'm going to go down to Grana because Grana it's a decent fishing spot. Actually, you know what? I take that back. There's 3 spots. So there's Grana, which is way the hell down there, and then there's Alta Nova. But I think for simplicity's sake of the fact that it doesn't take as long to get to Alta Nova, I will go there. And this video is going to be a little bit long just because of it, but that's fine. But today, I didn't really have much planned for today. I was originally going to do scrolls and make a video on that because I was tired of processing. And I didn't want to cook alchemy anymore, which are the 2 main things that I need to be working on right now. But I've almost finished up the processing. It's been hours and hours on it. Just leaving my PC up with my little guy there, just processing away, and in between running my energy on purified water. So I still need to do that, but we're going to take a break and do some fishing. Now, the scrolls video I will make in the future. I'm kind of torn on the whole scrolls thing because I've tried it both ways. I've tried using the UI and I've tried just clicking the scroll in my inventory. When you get to wherever, the location for the scroll. The thing that I don't recommend doing, especially if you're at a gear score similar to mine, and I've got 274 AP whenever I have my accessories on. And then when I have all my gear on, I've got like, I don't know, it's like 315 or 318 DP. bosses are terrible to kill. I DC'd in the middle of it, but I tried doing a 5-scroll run by myself. It was pain and suffering. It took so long to kill those bosses, and I DC'd, so the last boss despawned. I was so mad. So I just do them one at a time now, and I don't worry about it. It doesn't take very long if you do them one at a time. It just, overall, it depends on how many you can get through before you lose your sanity. But I don't enjoy scrolls. They're pretty decent money if you sell everything, but all the stuff that I get from them, I need. I need the memfrags, I need the blackstones, so it's basically a necessity to run them. The other things that I've been falling down on to this, it's been like the past half a week, like 3-4 days. I haven't been doing the Jatina quest. I've been way too busy to do it, and that's why this video is kind of all over the place. I've been too busy to even record. The last few days haven't even been near the PC, so I gotta apologize for that. But I wanted to get something out today, so I figured I would just kind of do a conglomeration in an old style video where I just hit record and I just talk until I'm done. Now I want to go back to the Black Star, the alternate Black Star route a little bit and get some thoughts on that. So if you have comments about that, just leave that in the comments and I'll try and reply to them. I don't like replying with paragraph after paragraph, so I try to address it in a video, but I don't know, if the Black Star alternate would have been great if they had made it to where the enhancement chance was a bit higher, or, which more favorably, if they made it to where when it fails it doesn't downgrade. I think they should have lowered the success rate and made it to where when it fails it doesn't get downgrade. That would have made a whole lot more sense to me. Like a whole lot more sense. Okay, so here is where I like to fish. Let me take, yeah, down here in this area, right off of these rocks. So if you look in the mini map up here in the top right, it's still blue, which means we're still in a safe zone. And no one ever fishes at Altanova, so everything is abundant. After making this video, it might not be, but I don't think there's that many people online that'll leave Heidel or Velia. But this is one of my favorite fishing spots because it's fairly close, and it really depends on where your hub is, right? If you got a hub that's in Altanova, great. But if you got one that's in Heidel or in Velia, it's closer than Grana or Duvenkroon down here. I guess Duvenkroon would be fairly another decent place to fish. Odraxia maybe, I don't know if there's any fishing down there, but Grana has a couple of good places. And here is the monster UI that they've reworked. So if you click on a spot, like a monster spot, let me reel this fish in real quick and I'll go back to that. Look at that, golden fish already. Alright, so we'll go over here to Centaurs. You've still got the same old node UI, but if you actually click on the actual picture of that, it will give you a new UI for this. And they've actually reworked it. You can see all kinds of quests and titles, whether you get them or not, and what quests you can do. And you got daily quest, and you have all the item drop things, and then I don't know why they got hashtags on here. But my stats. Okay, so it actually compares your live stats based on what gear you have on, which is pretty cool. I haven't really messed with that much. But here's my fishing spot. Down here right next to this bridge. Now if I had my hub down closer to Grana, in Grana or near it, if my hub was say like up here in Trent or maybe even Portaferia or Calvion. But for this event you can really fish wherever you want. So the idea is to find a safe zone that you can fish in that has abundant resources, and like I said, nobody ever fishes at Altanova because Altanova is kind of just it's a terrible city to set a hub up in anyway. So get your fishing time down, set it up, leave it AFK. And I'm active fishing right now because I want to catch one of the event fish. The other good thing about fishing away from your main hub is that you can take all these goldfish you get and then use trading bonus. And the nodes don't have to be connected, so you can take it to a trade manager across the, because I'll take mine back to Heidel and do a bargain, and I'll still get a little bit of a distance bonus. But I'm just reeling in fish after fish because everything's so abundant and there's nobody fishing here. So this will be good. There was something else I wanted to touch on. Oh yeah, a comment on one of my trading videos about wagons. I've never really used wagons because I have a couple of qualms with them. Okay, so for a wagon, you're going to have 4 mounts if you want to make it at least somewhat usable. That's quite a bit of work to get 4 decent mounts to make it fast, right? I don't think I want to invest that kind of time or money into making a... First, you got to build a wagon, which... The Forest Path wagon that was asked about, it looks like a giant, huge pain in the butt to make. Even worse than my elephant armor that I've crafted in a few videos ago. And I farmed forever to get that elephant armor stuff, but this Forest Path wagon really does look like it's a lot of work to get. If somebody has it and it actually is worth it, then you can let us know. But in my opinion, with the amount of work that goes into that, and then having to have horses to put on it, and then have to worry about not overstacking it, you know, and if you get off the road at all, there's a chance to lose some of your trade crates and stuff. I think I would rather just overstack one of my Doom or my tier 9 horses like the Danae and just transport it back and forth and let it auto route. That's what I would do. And then also, I don't usually adhere to this rule, but I know most people that do trade crates often do. Make sure you do it with a level 49 or below character that hasn't done the expansion quest. That way you can't be PvP'd. I did get attacked on my horse one time. The only way I avoided it, I got knocked off the horse, and then I teleported away as fast as I could, and I tried to fight back, and then I got killed. Managed to get respawned in the safe zone, and they didn't kill my horse. So I swapped servers real quick, ran close enough, and got my horse out of there and left. But if you can get PK'd or PvP'd or whatever you want to call it, there's a good chance you're going to lose crates. Another thing is, they give us coupons too. Although I'm probably not going to use coupons. I rarely use the shop. Unless I see extra weight or inventory. And I'm maxed out on inventory, so I don't need that. Yeah, 192. I don't need it. Oh, come on, give me the event fish. The event notes say you can catch it anywhere, and this thing's probably going to make me look stupid. But, alright, I was hoping I could catch one to show off the event, but if I don't, I'll just explain it. And that guy down there's already showing in chat. I know most people take their off, but... So, Scorching Sun Crystal, that's how you trade. You gotta have that to trade your Black Star for the other thingy. You see, they're already trading. This guy said a 40 stack was enough, and he's already swapped it over. It says market price on there. Can we actually buy these things on the market? Main weapon, staff. Yeah, you can. Look at that. The pen one's 100 bill. But you want to compare 125 to 122 to 128, and then every time it goes up by a couple of AP until it's 137 at the top, and then let me see how I can do this. Alright, there we go. So my TET Black Star is 122, 128. It's going to be the same. 17, 32, 3, and 2. 3 and 2. So it is exactly the same at 0, but if you go to Pry, you get a little bit more monster damage and 1 more AP. So by the time it is at TET, you're at 41 monster damage and 128, 134 AP. So you're getting what? 6 more? Yeah, 6 more AP and 6 more accuracy, and then the extra AP against monsters goes up by 2, I guess, every level, right? So you're at 9 more. It's a little bit more than 2. And then at pen, it is probably comparable. 48 monster damage, 18 all species damage, and 131 to 137. It's exactly the same as a pen Black Star. So, I don't know. It depends on how the upgrading goes. Because you gotta upgrade that 4 or 5 times. Okay, so 0 to duo is guaranteed, right? So you'll get, it won't go down. So if you hit it, you got it, and really the only thing that you're losing out on is durability decrease, but you're not losing stacks. So you're always going to have duo, so it's going to be better than a TET regardless, even if you can't upgrade it any further. But then you're going to be, you got to go that extra bit, and you got to go to try, TET, and then pen instead of just from TET to pen. And those can fail and downgrade. Yes, they are a little easier. They are a little easier than the pen Black Star. The last one is probably about the same. But the duo to try and try to TET on the newer weapon is going to be easier. However, that's a lot of resources just to get it up to where you can attempt the pen attempt and then have it fail and go down. The only advantage is if you get it up that high, the Cronstone cost is half what a Black Star is. I'm going to do some thinking about it. I don't know that I will be... I don't know that I'll be pursuing that or not. I haven't decided if I'm just going to hammer away at a secondary Black Star weapon until I get pen or not. I don't know. Anyway, this recording's starting to go on quite a long time. We're at the 30-minute mark, and I've been rambling and talking about a lot of stuff. But I wanted to catch one of the wild sea basses for the event. So that I could show how it works. But I don't think I'm going to. It seems like they're a little more rare than I had hoped for. But it's crazy to me that the game's been up only 2 to 3 hours, and these guys are already they're already to the point they've got duos. It's very strange to me. Some people are very lucky, or they just play a lot. They just had to go and yeah, see, he just got free shards, and that's craziness. So, catch the wild sea bass. Use simple cooking on it. You're either going to get poorly sliced raw sea bass or deliciously sliced raw sea bass. The poorly ones you sell to the NPC for 500,000 silver. The delicious ones you take to Creo in Velia, and he gives you a memory fragment. So let's see if we got one. Nope. But I'm going to sit here and fish for a while and see how many of these event fish I can fish up while reading some stuff and figuring out if the new weapon is worth it and uploading the video I just recorded. So, again, if you guys got any comments or questions, leave them for me in the comments. If this video was a little bit informative, at least leave me a like or something. You know, it helps out the channel. Sorry for the hiatus the last couple days, but I've been doing stuff around our farm, actually outside of game. So I've been a bit busy, but haven't disappeared. Just slow. So again, thanks for watching, and as always, until next time.